said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
Good morning. Welcome in. Thanks for coming as always. Appreciate the stop. So in the opening there, you got to see the infamous video of old Joe Biden's bragging about quid pro quo, right? Withholding a congressionally approved $1 billion loan to the corrupt country of Ukraine in exchange for firing Viktor Shokin, the prosecutor general in charge of investigating Burisma, where Joe's crackhead corrupt son was working, funneling funds back home to the Biden's family, right? Up until recently, all this has been called conspiracy theories. It's fucking right-wing conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this dude has been corrupt for many years. Let us know when he was a young fella in the 70s after just being elected to the Senate. And it just, nobody listens, right? Dropped out presidential bids in the 80s due to being found out to be a straight lying sack of shit and a plagiarist on top of it. But again, apparently having a complete fucking crook, career criminal in office is better than hearing words that hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it gets better than that. A few years ago, a Chinese national spy by the name of Dong Jingwei was caught with terabytes of information, some of which pertaining to the old Bidens, right? And the connection to this situation here in the Ukraine. We'll all remember Petro Poroshenko was the head of the corrupt laundromat before Zelensky, and he's the one that, was involved in this situation personally. Basically, Petro was willing to sell his country out to bring in a little bit of American dollars he could skim, right? Well, again, this has all been called shit, but we have, like Senator Grassley on the floor saying we have the recordings, 17 recordings, 15 of which have to do with old Hunter, 2 with Biden, which obviously makes a lot of sense because Hunter was the one there working when Biden was just making periodic visits to collect checks, I assume, right? But, so we have this recording, basically where he's talking to, Poroshenko and, saying, okay, you did the first. Poroshenko says, I made this guy resign, even though there's absolutely no charges against him, no signs of corruption, but I did what you asked. And then Biden completely ignores that and goes on to, well, now I'll sign the check. You know what I'm saying? But then also, in a later recording, went on to talk to Poroshenko about Trump coming into office and not wanting him to be able to catch on or for his team to get up to speed before they could complete their shenanigans. I'll let you hear that recording real quick. It's a little over a minute. It's not too bad. Check this out.
Assuming that there is a new government and a new prosecutor general, I am prepared to do a public signing of the commitment for the $1 billion.
And despite of the fact that we didn't have any corruption charges, we don't have any information about he doing something wrong, I especially asked him, no, it was the day before yesterday, I especially asked him to resign.
Congratulations on installing the new prosecutor general. It's going to be critical for him to work quickly to repair the damage Shokin did. And I'm a man of my word. And that now that the new prosecutor general's in place, we're ready to move forward in signing that new $1 billion loan guarantee. I don't want Trump to get in the position where he thinks he's about to buy onto a policy where the financial system is going to collapse and he's going to be looked to pour more money into Ukraine. That's how he'll think about it before he gets sophisticated enough to know the detail.
In other words, Biden does not want Ukraine asking for more money from Trump. Doing so would cause Trump to look into the details.
So anything you can do to push the Privat Bank to closure so that the IMF loan comes forward, I would respectfully suggest is critically important to your economic as well as physical security.
Critically important for economic and physical well-being. Biden goes mafia.
Right? I mean, there's, nobody's denying the validity of these audio recordings. Okay? This isn't a right-wing conspiracy. This is actual proof coming out just to show you fucking moronic leftists that you've had your head in your ass this entire time. And while you're pointing the finger at us saying, Trump criminals, like the real criminality has been taking place in your own party. All right? And then on top of that, new information surfacing that, the founder of Burisma and the one that supposedly it was responsible for the $5 million apiece bribe to the old Bidens boys, is actually a Russian fucking intelligence asset by the name of Mykola Zlochevsky. All right, this is an interwoven web, and as they told you, Trump's the Russian asset. Trump's working with Putin's. No, it was the Bidens and the fucking Clintons that were working with Russia, right? Through this situation, and then of course the Clintons, getting our uranium sent over to Russia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Democrat web of shit is exactly that. Complete deviant criminals, okay? And, this stuff proves it, along with the old Hillary Clinton. Everything that they are blaming from Trump is Saul Alinsky 101, right? Rules for radicals, projection. The Hillary stuff with the Russians, and then now, the top secret information or classified information that we know that Hillary and her team not only bleach-bitted a hard drive that was kept in the bathroom to get rid of the evidence, but then literally took hammers to BlackBerries and other devices. Joe Biden, right? Hundreds and hundreds of classified docs between multiple locations, none of which were even a tenth of as secure as Mar-a-Lago with his private, security team and Secret Service. You know what I'm saying? But they want you to believe that Trump's the criminal and that you want to put, a 70-something-year-old man in prison for the rest of his life for, a Presidential Records Act violation, being politically witch hunted into a violation of the Espionage Act from the, soft jellyfish fucking Merrick Garland, right? And obviously that guy works at the pleasure of old Joe Biden's. So we know who's actually behind the situation. And just for a bonus here at the end, for all the lovely leftists, here's a fact check on the Hillary Clinton shit. All right? Again, thanks for coming. Like, share, subscribe. Never vote Democrat. Smell you later.
Destroyed BlackBerries with hammers in the State Department. That's not what one of the presidents said.
Actually,
and
Evan, hold on. Can you
the
fact check that? Hang on. Evan Perez. Hammers, fact check that for me, please, on the fly.
Yes, they did, Brooke.
Thanks,
as you mentioned, there were 13 devices, mobile devices, and 5 iPads that the FBI said that, in some way were used with her private email server, and they did, in some cases, just destroy them with hammers when they were done using them.
We're not against the Republicans. We're not against the Republicrats. We are against those MAGA thugs. Thugs.